So what's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. Getting in close. This is David. Hope your day's going well. If you're new to the channel, this is a mission to muscle. Subscribe, because we got some supplement reviews coming. Today we're going to review NutriCost Whey Protein Isolate Chocolate Peanut Butter. This is a review. My name is David. If you're new to the channel, this is a mission to muscle. I do a lot of different reviews on bodybuilding supplements, muscle building supplements, health supplements, you name it. I'll review it. Hope to get more and more reviews out there for you guys. This particular one I picked up as a buffer in between orders. So sometimes I'm kind of lacking on ordering. So I have 2 scoops left and I go to order a protein powder that I like, and it takes a couple days to get to me and I need something in between. So I bought this. It was like $38. I am subscribed to a consumer site that actually pulls products off the shelves and tests them, and this was tested and verified that it was a quality product. Even though it doesn't have a few things on the label I like to see, I went and picked it up as a buffer. And I just wanted to review it for you guys because I'm almost done with it. So I went over the ingredient profile here real quick. I'll talk about a few things that I look for. We all look for different things in protein powders that we're concerned about. Some are concerned with artificial sweeteners. Some are concerned with the quality of protein, blends, stuff like that. And we'll talk directly about this particular one. The things that I wish I saw on the label that probably get them to sell more. But, you know, I don't work for them. But anyways, so hopefully I can give you guys a little bit of information you can take away from this video on your next protein purchase. So this is 23 servings per container. It's 1 scoop, 39 grams. It's not bad. Calories are 150. That's actually not bad because if it's 30 grams of protein per serving, you get 4 calories into 30 grams, that's going to be 120 calories there. So 120 calories of protein, and then you got, 30 calories left over of, fat, carb, artificial sweeteners, coloring, whatever they're going to do, emulsifiers. So that's really not bad as far as that goes. The carbs, the fats in this is 1.5 grams. I like to look for a product that has under 5 grams. So I like doing 2 scoops. So you got to take that in consideration, and how many times you're going to take it during the day, because that's extra calories you're going to get on top of your macros there. So you got to be careful on the amount of fat that's in there. It's going to hold 9 calories per gram. And then we got carbohydrates, 3 grams. I look for 5 grams or under as well. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so the lower the carbs for me, the better. And of course, we got some dietary fibers, some sugars, and the protein's 30. And this is a Whey Isolate protein on the ingredient profile on the bottom there. We got whey protein isolate. Sorry about that. And that's going to be whey protein and sunflower lecithin combination there. Kind of don't like that in the combination because this is listed as a tier type ingredient profile from highest to lowest amounts, and I don't like the lecithin being up there with the whey protein. It is what it is. Peanut flour. Then we got cocoa powder processed. And then we have some natural artificial flavors. Some sodium chloride, which is salt. And some sucralose, which is an artificial sweetener. And this contains milk and peanuts. So that's something you got to look for as well. What I like to see on the labels here, and I didn't see before, is I like to see GMP certified. It kind of gives an idea on... well, they are third-party tested, so I'll let that slide on this one because they do put on their third-party tested, which I like to see, because the FDA, when it comes in and takes protein readings on supplements, they only look at the nitrogen content, and then you worry about amino spiking or protein spiking in products. So that's why I steer clear of products that have glutamine and taurine and creatine in them, because they are nitrogen-based ingredients. So if they are in a product, they can actually boost the nitrogen content, and it gives the company the little kind of like mysterious leeway of not putting as much protein in there. So that's one thing to think about. So when you're looking at products, you want to steer clear of any extra added ingredients. The same thing goes with some of the collagen formulations out there too. Collagen's nitrogen based because it has aminos, so something you got to think about. The other thing that I look at as far as ingredient profiles that this does not have anywhere on it, which I would love to see right there. They have enough room. is amino acid profile per serving. Because what you want to look for is we want 25, 24, 23 grams of protein is going to yield probably 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 grams of leucine. So you have an idea when you're looking at it. And that way you know too that the protein content is legit. Because even though that they're saying 30 grams of protein, they could be listing the 30 grams of whey isolate in here. Another thing I like to see is the yielding amount. So I love to see if this was 33 grams of protein with a yielding amount of protein from whey protein isolate as 30 grams, because it confirms that you're getting the right amount of protein in there. So I love to see that in there. So if this was 90%, if this was the full amount of whey isolate in there is 30 grams of whey isolate, but it's actually not the actual protein source, then it's going to be less than 30 grams, because whey protein isolate is 90% protein. So a few things that I look for personally in a protein product. I like to stick with whey protein isolate. It's kind of like when you get into these ingredient mystery matrix, when you get in the ingredient profiles, when they're listing like whey concentrate, which whey concentrate they can manipulate a ton of stuff with, because it's 35 to 80% protein. So it just depends on what the quality of the source that they get it from. Could be 80%, but unless you trust the company, you know the company, and they have a GMP on here rating or third party tested, it's kind of hard to actually just take their word at it that you're going to consume that and it's going to have enough protein in it. Super important for muscle building to get that protein in, to get that the quality protein throughout the day, that body weight and protein for building muscle. I've been doing this for a long time. You need to eat to build muscle. Protein is one of the key ingredients along with fats and carbohydrates, but it is the key spiker for muscle protein synthesis. Most of you know that. Most of you do, but some of you don't. So, this particular product, I'm going to get into the flavor here real quick. It's kind of hard doing a protein review because it's not like a pre-workout, like where you can say, hey, I feel this, I feel that. So this is actually, it's right about my meal time right now, so I have to give myself a shot after the video here, because just so you guys know, whey protein is going to spike muscle protein, or it's going to spike muscle protein synthesis, but it's going to spike glucose levels as well. So if you're a diabetic, you do a serving of this and it's going to jump you up about 30 points. So if you're type 1, make sure you do your adjustments for it. So here we shake it up, do the flavor test here. Now, it's not bad for just a very simple formula. From a very kind of like, they're a big company, but they're not like big in the bodybuilding industry. I taste the peanut butter. And the chocolate. It tastes like a, it's not bad. I taste more chocolate than I do peanut butter. And the cacao, you actually really taste it. It's almost like the peanut butter that they put in here is just enough to bring out more of the flavor in the chocolate to enhance the flavor. So not bad. I'm not going to give this a rating, but this is definitely worth it if you like a chocolate peanut butter and you're looking for like a low-priced, good quality supplement. Like I said, I checked this on the consumer site, and this thing's all legit. No contaminants or anything like that in it, which was really nice. The flavor's not bad. I really do like it. I'll finish that up after the review here, but very, very good. I really do like that. Is there anything else? So hopefully as I do more of these protein review videos, I can kind of give you guys more things to look for. So make sure, if you're looking for a protein powder, I don't care if it's vegan, I don't care what type of protein powder it is, that you have an amino acid profile in here of what's in the product. So you can actually verify, look at that, and it says 22 grams of protein or 24, and you're like, okay, we're right around 2.2 to 2.4 grams of leucine in here, so cool. You know, that's the main driver for muscle protein synthesis. I think the company's legit. They're showing that. The other thing to look for is a yielding amount of protein. So I know companies like Apollo Nutrition puts in the yielding amount of protein in there, and there's a few other companies jumping on back. I think, Alpha Lion does the yielding amount of protein as well. So give it up to them for doing that. So make sure you look for that, and be careful of concoctions with creatine, taurine, glutamine, because they can actually boost the nitrogen content and allows those companies to actually possibly, I'm not saying they do, but possibly manipulate the formula to make it look like through the FDA or their processes, especially if it's not third-party tested, that there's more protein in there, because they don't actually test the protein, they test the nitrogen content of the product. So that's about it. I don't think I have anything else to say, but I hope that does help. As I do more and more reviews on this, I'll run into more and more products, and we'll be able to talk more and more about the different products and different things that you can look out for. This is Dave with Mission to Muscle. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel if you can before you leave. If you didn't do it in the beginning of the video, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't make me come after you. This is NutriCost, whey protein isolate, chocolate peanut butter. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time on the channel.